Welcome to CCN TV News, your premier source for local and international news. From the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world, we are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news.
Who really is Emily Crooks-Shields? Is she Jamaica's fearless truth teller, or a woman whose rise in media and marriage to power leaves unanswered questions? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see one of Jamaica's most recognizable media voices. Emily Crooks, known today as Emily Crooks-Shields, started out not in the shadows, but right at the center of Jamaican broadcasting. She built her reputation at the RJR Communications Group, where her sharp voice and tougher than steel questioning style made people stop and listen. But here's the first hook. While many loved her fearlessness, others thought her style was too aggressive, too personal. So the question becomes, was Emily setting a new standard for accountability? Or was she building her brand at the expense of her interview subjects? And then, her story takes a twist, because Emily wasn't just a journalist. She was also an attorney at law. That dual identity gave her credibility, but also raised eyebrows. Could she truly remain neutral, balancing law and journalism? In 2014, Emily's life changed forever. She married Mark Shields, the former deputy commissioner of police. Their love story began with tension. Mark once admitted that after their first fiery interview, he told his staff, "Never let that woman near me again." But fate had other plans. Here's the hook. As interviewer and interviewee turned into husband and wife, many started asking, when Emily questions power, whose power is really in the hot seat? Think about it. Being married to one of the most powerful law enforcement figures in Jamaica blurs the lines. Can a journalist truly call out the system when her own spouse once helped lead it? Emily's career brought her recognition, including the Order of Distinction, Commander Rank CD, for her contribution to journalism. But this is where the cracks begin to show. While she is celebrated as a fearless commentator, her biography has gaps. Her early background, her education, details about her legal practice, all remain blurry. Why does so little verified information exist about someone who sits so prominently in the public eye? And here's another cliffhanger. Has Emily become more cautious in her interviews since her marriage? Some critics suggest her toughest questions avoid certain circles, especially those tied to policing, coincidence, or compromise. Supporters say Emily Crooks-Shields is Jamaica's queen of tough interviews, a broadcaster who refuses to be silenced. But detractors argue her style sometimes crosses into hostility, shutting down voices rather than opening the door to truth. So here's the hook for you. Is Emily really holding leaders accountable? Or has her brand become more about drama than lasting change? Emily Crooks-Shields is a voice that cannot be ignored. But here's where this expose leaves you hanging. Is her power rooted in pure journalistic talent? Or in her strategic alliances with law and authority? Is her fearless image proof of transparency, or a mask that conceals compromises? And perhaps most importantly, when Emily steps up to the microphone, whose truth is really being told? Because in Jamaica, power always comes with shadows. And the question is, does Emily Crooks-Shields shine light into those shadows? Or does she stand safely within them? This is not the end of the story. It's just the beginning of the questions. What do you think? Fearless journalist or conflicted power player? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is just heating up. Stay tuned.